Computer. There we go. Hello, Dazzling Diamonds. Welcome to our skincare class for 2026. And I'm really excited about this one because I am such the skincare nerd. I was thinking if I lined up all my skincare products, how long of a line would I make? That would probably be a funny TikTok video. So I just might have to try it one of these days. But in the chat, as I go through, if you have a favorite skincare product, if you see one of the products you use in my slides, comment below, oh, I use that, I love that, or oh, I can't wait to try that one, or my customer loves this one. So for all those replay queens, let's give them something to read. Also, okay. All right. So, oh, that one didn't work. I have to go this way. There we go. All right. So, becoming the skincare expert for your customers doesn't require a PhD. You don't have to know everything at once. Because literally, when I started Avon, this is all I had was a brochure. The internet wasn't invented yet. So, if you had a skincare question, all I could do was read the book to you. So we really had to go to the sales meetings to learn advanced things. But now those meetings are online. So on avon.com, if you go to marketing and then calendar, you'll see classes when there are classes and you can register for them. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Um, also, well, I'll get to that next one. Shop by Skincare is one of my favorite tools, and this is really great, especially if you're new or if you just don't know. Someone says, well, what do I use for on avon.com? You would hover over shop until you get this drop-down menu. And then when you see skincare, very gingerly slide your mouse over so it doesn't jump to another thing. And then you can do shop by skincare concern. You can choose blemishes, dark spots, fine lines and wrinkles, lifting, firming, multiple signs of age and sensitivity, sun protection. So if your customer says, I need a product that does this, then you can search for it by that concern. Maybe they want to know, well, what kind of eye creams do you have? So you could go to eye care and look at all the different eye care creams that we have and try to match the best one to her. You can also go by, oh, I just want a new. No, I want Korean. So whatever you're looking for, you can search it by that filter to narrow your search and help you to find the best product for your customer quicker. Now, this thing in my early days with Avon, I would have been so guilty. If you have paper and ink to burn, oh my goodness, I would be so tempted to print up all these product snapshots and make me a cute little binder. And then when I went and did customer consultations, I'd whip out my book. Well, I probably want to do that because, like I said, the internet wasn't invented when I started Avon. So, but now you could also download these as PDFs and you can keep the PDFs on your phone. So, or when you're with your customers, you can go to avon.com and go to Discover and then the Beauty Resource Center, and you can just swipe through. They're organized by category, skincare, personal care, but they're really nice. I just printed them. Um, I use avon.com to make invoices for my customers, which I cutify with graphics. And welcome somebody. I'm glad you're here. We're just on slide 2, so you haven't missed too much. But if you could go ahead and mute during the recording, but if you have a question, please go ahead and speak up and I'll be happy to answer your question. So on the back of the invoice, I turned the paper over and put it back in the printer and printed the snapshot, the product snapshot on the back of the invoice. And so now when I deliver my campaign 1 orders, they're going to get a sneak preview of the new product and I can start getting pre-orders for it. So I can still order it from the what's new, but charge them the brochure price. So these
That's a
products,
really good idea.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I like being efficient and let Avon do the heavy lifting. Because I used to try to
Mhm.
create those things myself, but since Avon does them now, I don't have to. So we talked last week about the power of color and the how the lipstick is the easiest sale because it's so much easier to sell a little lip gloss or lipstick than sometimes for people than to invest in a $30 face cream, even though $30 is still a good price compared to some stores. Um, if you use the makeup as a bridge to get into skincare, and actually this one would be the perfect one because this has cica peptides in it, and it's actually lip care for your lips. So if customers are interested in lip care for their lips, then you'd want to go ahead and start giving them some skincare samples or asking them questions if they have something they would like to fix. Because once you get your customers involved in skincare and you're able to recommend the right products to them, they trust you, it gives you credibility. And then once they're hooked on the new vitamin C serum, they can't get that anywhere else. They got to keep coming back to you. So and it gets that repeat sales. And because they have a higher price point than the lipstick, you're going to make more money. And once you have the trust and credibility with your customers, you can start asking them for referrals. If you know somebody else who would like a personal skincare consultation, give them my number. I'd be happy to help them. But you have to ask for referrals because people don't think to share that with people. I don't know why, they just don't. So, but we do have an advantage. One, we've been around for 140 years this year. Woohoo! So everybody knows who Avon is. You don't have to convince people that we're a reputable brand. They already know. So we have the good formulas. There's no animal testing, which is very important to me. So I'm really happy about that. Affordable value. If you ever think Avon is expensive, go to Nordstrom. It'll change your mind. Um, we have solutions for every stage of life, from, I would say from the young teenager, 15, 16 years old, all the way to the end. And then we have the K Beauty innovations, which really opens up a new market for us. Because I'm sure if you guys comment below, comment in the chat if you have say I have, if someone says, oh, Avon, that's for my grandma. My grandma used Avon. Oh, I remember my mom used Avon, and I talked like it's some old-fashioned thing. And if you mention to them, it's like, no, we have K Beauty. It just opens up a whole new market for you. So don't shy away from the K Beauty products. And I really love that even though they're Korean skincare products, they're made for and by Avon. So it's Avon Beyond Glow. Whereas when LG first bought us back in 2020, we were selling the Belief and the Face Shop and all those things. And through selling those products, LG figured out what we liked, what we sold the most of, and they remade it and packaged it to be Avon. So you might not be buying the brand, but you're buying the same product. So, but people are loyal to brands. So since they're shopping Avon, it's important that the product has Avon on it. And I think we have very simple regimens, and I'm going to go through that in just a minute, and probably next slide or two. Let's see. So understanding your customer skincare stages. So we have prevention, maintenance, and restoration. And back in the day, this used to be by age. So if you remember these products, comment. um, who remembers a new Vital, Vital? It was in the pink bottle. And that one was for this young lady on the to the right of the grandma. She has no wrinkles. So the next one would be maintenance. That was the new ultimate, and restoration was the platinum. But what happened was people started taking better care of their skin. So now you had people in their 50s or 60s that still look like they were in their 40s, and they didn't need the platinum yet. But then you have those people that party too hard in the sun and they're only 30 years old and their skin is torn up. It's like, So you really have to look at how their skin is doing. Now, age does have a effect on the skin, especially when you get into menopause. It's just like, ooh, one day you're this, next day you're that. You don't know what you're doing, right? Or your skin doesn't know what it's doing. But I was looking back through the products, and I was trying to think about what product line would work for each stage. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can see the whole slide. So, like I said earlier, the preventative stage have little to no visible signs of aging. So they're interested in protecting their skin, hydrating it, and preventing um, sun damage. So the biggest thing for this age group to use would be sun protection. And now that we have that little Beyond Glow in the white and the, is it Beyond Glow? And the little white and the yellow, so it's way over there. Sunscreens, those go great over makeup. Our a new Ultimate Day Cream is SPF 25, and it wouldn't be too heavy for the young people, even though, especially if they have dry skin. Uh, but at age 25, the collagen production starts slowing down in our body. And I was looking, this collagen booster would actually work for every stage of skin, right? Is that proper English? Maybe not, but you get what I'm trying to say. Everybody can use this collagen booster. So early signs of aging, um, I would like to think maybe I'm at the end of the early signs of aging, but early sign starts with the crow's feet, the smile lines, maybe a little bit droopy at the neck. So I love that neck cream. I got lazy and stopped using it. And I saw a side picture of me, and I'm like, I went back and got it. That neck cream really does good. But still, even at my age, I still have to worry about sun damage. So SPF is key. Pronounced signs of aging, it's just, it is what it is. And, they say a head of silver hair is like a crown of wisdom. So own your wrinkles and be proud of them that you made it that far. That's what I say now. Let's see if I'm happy when I have them later. But I remember my mom, she had me when she was 44, I think. And so she was really old. Um, well, she was in her 80s. She passed at 82. But when she was in the hospital, she couldn't use her a new Ultimate Day and Night Cream. And I would sell the new Ultimate Day and Night Cream to my mom because she wanted to use skin cream. And of course, I'm going to say yes. And of course, I'd give her a discount and lie about giving her a discount because she didn't want me to, but I found a way. But I didn't know, I couldn't tell it was helping her or not because she's, in her 80s, right? There's no way she's going to go back in time. But for the week and a half that she was in the hospital and couldn't use her cream, because she was on a ventilator, it was like somebody came and took a pencil and filled in all her lines. I'm like, oh my goodness. So even at, no, my mom passed at 84. So even at 84 years old, the new Ultimate Day was still helping her skin to look better. And I'm like, ah. So I was shame on me for not believing. So let's see. So for the K Beauty customers, and Kate, this would be what I would for the health and wellness opportunity you have. The K Beauty ingredients, I think, would really be in line with the health and wellness arena because they focus on natural ingredients, plants and fermentation and it's a fabulous line. I love it. So I'm really addicted to this neck cream and this niacinamide serum. Oh my goodness, that has done such wonders. I have oily skin and large pores, and that ever since I started using that niacinamide serum, my pores, they no longer look like the moon. I am so happy. And then this night mask, when I'm too lazy to do my whole regimen, I use this one. Or if I spent the day out gardening, I use this sleep mask. And you do have to sit for about 15 minutes so it doesn't all stick to your pillow. And when I'm having a hot flash, I use this spray. I think I need a new jar. And then I'm using this one because I was using the LX Anew eye serum. And I believe the LX line is being excuse me, being discontinued and being reformulated into the Beyond Glow, so that our brands are more consistent and easier for the customers to understand. So, oh, there we go. Okay, so this is what I was alluding to earlier. I went through our products and I was trying to think, okay, if we can't sort by age, Vital, Ultimate, and Platinum. Oh, Reversalist was in there. I went Vital, Reversalist, Ultimate, Platinum. There's a flash from the past. So, but now I would think that for the prevention stage, for those who are in their early 20s, the Hydrofusion line is a very nice line for them. Of course, I would add in some of the serums and those little collagen ampules and sunscreen. The maintenance would be the a new ultimate. That helps all um, different. Well, I lost the word. Signs of aging. It helps with the dryness, the lack of firmness, the discolorations. It's like, can I get it into my brain? Because I need some maintenance help in there too. But the Anew Ultimate's my favorite. I've been using that since I started 35 years ago. Our first cream was the Anew Alpha Hydroxy acid, and as that line evolved, it became the Anew Ultimate line, and I've been using it ever since. I love it, especially that eye cream is just amazing. Restoration is the Anew Platinum cream. That's the purple one. When that Anew Platinum cream was launched, it was the first product on the market addressed for women in menopause. It has specific ingredients that deal with menopausal skin. And so I'm thinking I'm going to need that now. So I'm thinking I might switch to the a new platinum night cream because at night is when your skin naturally repairs itself. And so I want the stronger ingredients found in platinum. So let me take a sip of water right quick. So we talked about K-Beauty on the last slide for those who just want that healthy glow. And then we have the new clinical line for targeted treatment. That's where we get into the retinol and the brighteners and the exfoliators. So, oh, wait, I didn't read the important part. You're supposed to ask your customers the question, which best applies to your skin needs right now? So you're going to want to ask them, you're not going to play doctor and try to diagnose their skin. I don't know what any of us are a licensed esthetician, but you can ask questions like, what challenges are you having with your skin right now? If you could change any one thing about your skin, what would you change? What's the one thing that gives you the biggest problem? You know, if you ask me questions like that, I would tell you, oh, I get oily skin and I get blackheads and pimples and wrinkle, right? And so I would start basically you're trying to like that, you know that saying poke the tiger. You want to find out what they complain about when it and not that you're leading them to be negative, but you know, or someone just might say, "Oh no, my skin's fine." Great, let's keep it that way. How about some, you know, because um skin is the largest organ on your body. So some people like to say it's vanity to do skincare, but there's no stopping aging. You know, if we're aging, that's just a blessing. The older we get, the more we can, you know, might gripe, but it's a blessing that we're here another day. No skincare is going to stop the clock. But I like to tease that if you're going to procrastinate on anything, you should procrastinate on aging because you know you might have to make sound effects to bend over and tie your shoes now, but that doesn't mean you have to look like you're 80 when you're only 50. You know, we have enough challenges with aging, so take care of your skin. So, all right, so this was a little thing I made. Let me move us out of the way over here. Um So this would be about a complete regimen, and not too many people could afford all of this at one time. And I show you in the next slides how to build up to it. But ideally, you'd want to have a cleanser that gets away. And please, oh my goodness, do not let your customer use hand soap on their face or their shower gel or body wash. Oh, the skin on your face is different from the skin on your body. And the ingredients, I mean, unless you're buying one of those men's 15 in 1 products, but typically you want to put ingredients on your face that were designed for the skin on your face, not the skin on your body, right? Because if you look at your knees and elbows, right, your cheeks don't look like your knees and elbows, thank goodness, right? So you got to take care of the skin on your face with TLC. So we have a lot of different cleansers, and this is where you're going to ask questions. Is your skin dry? Is it oily? Do you have a T-zone? Do you have sensitivity? And if you don't know the answer, go to the product snapshot under beauty resources under discover and learn about bring up that PDF and say, well, let's find the best cleanser for you. Or maybe you just go to your website on your phone and go, well, and you go to skincare cleansers, and then you can start looking at the cleansers, and you and your client can then start figuring out what's best for her or him. Don't forget the hims. They have skin, they need to take care of it too. And then followed by toner. Now, back in the day, our cleansers used to strip our skin of all the oils that we needed, and you had to use a toner to restore the pH balance of your skin. So our cleansers have come a long way. They're very gentle to the skin, but the toner still adds an added benefit of restoring your pH balance. And this one in particular, if you have redness, it really helps to soothe the skin. So I really like this bottle. I'm on my 3rd one. And then you want to follow by the day cream, preferably with an SPF. And then you would do the eye cream. At night, you would do the night cream, again, followed by the eye cream. Now, the extras, number 6, I put as treatment. The clinical line are treatments, and then the serums are treatments. So if they have an extra concern, if I was your customer and I told you I had large pores, I'm going to need something that's targeted for large pores specifically, and you have to help me find that product, okay? Like a detective. So that's what the treatments are. Now, exfoliation should be a part of everyone's skin maintenance. This is my favorite exfoliator. I like to tease that if I had this in high school, I might have had a boyfriend. Before I had this product, my neck underneath my jawbones were just all pimples. Those underground red ones that hurt. Oh, I hated it. And it was like a little, of course, living off of cheese puffs and classic Cokes didn't really help my complexion either, but you can't tell young people to eat healthy. So, well, you could, but they wouldn't listen. But I started using this exfoliators when I get out of the shower. I like my showers hot, and so with the steam, my pores are open, and I come in with one of these pads, and it gets all that dirt and grime out of my pores, and my blackheads went away. I'm just so happy. My blackheads went away. My underground pimples went away. I used to hide them with my long hair, which made it worse because of the heat. Oh my God, it was just awful. The directions say to use that 2 to 3 times a week. I use it once every 2 weeks. So it's a little strong for me. But we also have, and I didn't post it here, it's from the new collagen, the new clinical collagen line, the exfoliator scrub in the tube. That one's really nice. I use that one in the shower. I might use that once every 2 weeks. So I guess between the two, I must exfoliate like 2 to 3 times a month, but you really need to get the dirt and the grime out of your pores so that your face creams work better. Right? All right, let me see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. You have a friend who wants clean face cream. Oh, what? I'm gonna have to look at these. Maybe I may. Well, I'll come back to this at the end, and but speak up if you need to know right now. But um yes, so the collagen scrub, and this is brand new, and you can order it in the what's new. It's the mask. And so it's going to be for your customers is going to be $10 with qualifying clinical things. So a mask is more for renewing. It's not well, I don't want to say it's not as important as exfoliating, but if my customer was on a budget, that would be like the last thing I recommend because it's more of a pampering thing. It's more important that the skin is clean with the cleanser, the pores are clean with an exfoliator, and you're using the right creams and an eye cream and SPF. And um, the eye care, I have a star there because I have to tell you that skin underneath your eyes is different than the skin that's on your face. So I would never put that a new Ultimate Day or Night cream up here. It's not made for that. So you have to use eye cream on the eyes, not no sharing.
So I
Yeah.
used that new mask with the peel off mask,
Yes.
and you can literally tell a difference from the first use. I was
Really?
I was amazed. I was like, because I was thinking, no, no. And then as I was peeling it off, I was like, no way. And I got it all off, and you can literally tell the difference in the first use.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to get me one.
And I've never had that with a product before where that first use you could see a difference. So
Did your face look brighter or
it looked brighter, firmer. It just
oh?
it did what it said that a product did. It did what it says it does.
All right, you sold me. See how easy that is? Don't you wish I was your customer?
Yes.
You'd make it to President's Club just with me. But I'm going on a cruise next month, so I just might have to get that going. Yay. Thank you for the product review.
You're welcome.
I was gonna try to be economical and not buy it, but now you talked me into it.
No, I
So
would get it.
yeah, okay. Done. Add to cart. So our regimens, um, when you have a regimen, it's nice. It's not 100% necessary, but it's best if you use the same product line because I brought the new Ultimate up for example. Um, the ingredients, let's say the new Ultimate Day is A and night is B and the I is C and this is D. The ingredients in A help B to work, which helps D to work, which, they all work, birds of a feather, they work together. And so, yes, you can have one product here, one product there, and I have a plethora of skin cream, but if you took away all my skin cream and said I could only have three products, the three products would be a new Ultimate Day, a new Ultimate Night, and a new Ultimate Eye. You could not get those three products away from me. Everything else is great, but these are the backbone. So try to build a foundational regimen for your customers and then add in the specialty items. And what I like about our jars, if you ever wonder why they're 1.7 ounces, they're designed to last 3 months. And so that means that every 3 months, if your customers are using the skin cream regularly, they're going to have to call you every 3 months to reorder. So we used to have a system way back when that kept track for us, but we don't have that now. And it would send us reminders to follow up with our customers. Your customer Susie bought a new Ultimate 3 months ago. It's time to follow up and see if she needs a new one. But I'm sure there's plenty of apps, or you could use Excel, or if you had a Google Calendar page just for customers, you could write down that Sally Mae bought her a new Ultimate Day in January and then set yourself a reminder in the beginning of March to follow up with her to see if she needs a new one. So, um, yeah. Mm. And then, so budget friendly, skincare cream, skincare system, because not everyone can afford everything all at one time. And I really believe, because it's proven to me time and time again, not to be hungry for your customers' money. I mean, if they've got money to burn, then fine. Sell them the whole kit and caboodle. Let them buy the whole thing. But if you know them and you know that they want a little something, something for themselves, but they really can't afford all that, then just be patient with them. They'll get it when they can. So you'll want to ask them, what would you want to use first? So the first thing I would want them to use is one, if they're using hand soap to wash their face, you need to stop that right now and get them on an Avon cleanser. That's for first and foremost. Um, After that, I would recommend an eye cream because the eye cream shows, I mean, the eye shows that we're not sleeping, we're not eating healthy, we're not drinking enough water, we're stressed out. If how life is treating us shows up in these bags right here. So, eye cream is the next important one. And then I would move into the day cream and then add the night cream and treatments later. Now, one of the reasons why this is such a good technique, rather than trying to sell them the whole thing at one time, is that if they could only afford the, say you tell them this, they're like, I'm going to start with a day cream. Great. So they buy the day cream. When you deliver it, now you give them a new book, and then they see the new Valentine's jewelry. And they're like, oh, look at that. That's so cute. I mean, did you see my earrings? They're only $10. They're so cute. Um, but then when she's ready to buy the next one, you get to bring her a new book. So as she's adding pieces little by little, you keep getting to bring her books and she gets to see more things. And then she might buy, like those cute little Easter bunnies that are coming up for Easter. I mean, so be patient with your customers because delayed income is better than no income. So be patient with your customers. They'll respect you. How many of you put in the chat? Don't you hate it when you're trying to walk through Macy's and you're like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me, don't, right? Because those salespeople out there, sometimes they're just like vultures, trying to like squirt you with stuff and put creams on you. And it's like, no, I'm just trying to get to the door. So don't be like that. And then they won't run away from you. All right. So a lot of people always ask, well, how do you know what to put on first? So the easiest rule of thumb is the thinnest to the thickest. And you can remember that because if you put a new ultimate night cream on first, it's thick. How is the serum going to penetrate the cream to get to your pores? It can't. So you have to put your serums on first, then your lotions, and then your creams so that everyone has an equal opportunity and to get into the pores. Now, retinol is for nighttime only. And I made a mistake. I didn't read the instructions. Shame on me. And I was using it every night and then wondering why my face kept itching. So if you're new to retinol, start out once a week. You're like, okay, it's good. I didn't have a reaction. So after the second week, twice a week, for 2 weeks. Okay, my skin's good. I'm not itchy. And then 3 times a week. I don't recommend 3. I don't know if Janine Winiver says more, but personally, 3 is what I'm comfortable with. But it's very important in the morning that if you wake up and you're running late for work and you're running out of the house and you still have last night's retinol on and now you're going out in the sun, you're going to create sun damage. So if you don't have time to get in the shower and clean your face appropriately before going out the door, grab a wash rag and get that retinol off your face before you go back out in the sun, and then use the Anew Glow sunscreen lotions because they're so cute. And always use clean hands. Another reason why our jars are designed to last 3 months, if you have acrylics, I wash my hands all the time, but even with, long nails, dirt gets under your nails, germs get under there. And if you're dipping your dirty hands into your face cream, then you're smearing that bacteria all over your face, and that's bad. Don't do that. Wash your hands first before you start dipping your hands into the jars. And then, yes, you need a separate cleanser and eye cream. I think I made that point well enough. And don't forget the men. It took my husband 20 years of marriage to convince him that he needed a facial cleanser. It's like you have skin, you sweat, you get dirty. You're doing all that yard work and you're sweating, your pores are open, the dirt's landing in there. You come back inside, you cool down, your pores close, and now all that dirt and grime is stuck in your pores, festering. That's how I convinced him to use cleanser. Anyways, um, and then again, follow up every 3 months for the reorder. And if they say, "Oh no, thank you, I'm good," just say, "Okay, I just want to make sure. Make sure you call me before you run out because I don't want you to be left waiting without." And then if you see her favorite product is on sale, or there's a stock up opportunity, or it's going to be discontinued, or um, sometimes we can know if they're going to run out. Like those iPads just came back, so those are going to sell out really quick. So you need to follow up with your customers and make sure they can always get their product. And for those customers whose products are getting phased out, like my LX Anew eye serum, you have to get them to fall in love with a different Avon product. So in my 35 years, I see this all the time. I know they're getting ready to discontinue something because they give us a warning. So if it's my favorite product, like my Chi shampoo and conditioner, and they're discontinuing it, I bought a year's worth, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for I'm ready for COVID, man. No, I don't have enough toilet paper. No, but I got all my shampoo and conditioner, and I'm going. And I thought, by the time I run out of this, Avon's going to have a new shampoo and conditioner that for me to fall in love, and they do. And so I still have well, I have enough for this year. But the shampoo that I'm going to be replacing my Chi with is the algae line. So I'm really liking that. And the LX, a new eye serum, I'm replacing with the Beyond Glow niacinamide eye cream because it has the caffeine in it, and that's what helps with the bags. So knowing your products, knowing what's being discontinued, and don't let your customers fuss at you because Avon is not the only company that discontinues your favorite product. Every company discontinues everything all the time, so it's about managing your customers' reaction, just trying to keep it on the positive. Yes, Kate.
I had a customer that she moved away and she loved the certain lip balm that we had.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Well, I'm mad because they just discontinued it." And I was like, "No, I think they replaced it with something else." And I said, "Let me go look." And so I went, as I was chatting with her on Facebook, I went over to the catalog and I found the Moisture Therapy lip
Oh,
balm and I
mhm.
sent her the link. And I said, "This is, if not better." I said, "This is awesome." And so she lives like I said, 2 hours away. And she went to church with me. So I'm going to get her one and send it to her to try
Oh, that's
so I
great.
could get her addicted to that one. And then
Yeah.
right. And I told her, I said, "Don't feel bad because they can discontinue a line that I loved, which was Pharmex. But now I
Oh,
found
yeah.
a whole nother line that I love with the cleanser and everything." So I
Yeah.
said, "They do, but they improve what they discontinue with."
Right.
And she's like,
Oh,
"Oh, okay." And so I'm gonna put that in the order Friday and then mail it to her whenever
good.
we get unsnowed in. So yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah, me and Tony we don't know about that snowed in stuff.
no.
No. All right. So, oh, I didn't do the math, but if you guys remember from the last slide from the last event, the color class, I went over that Susie Orman slide and um I forget the skincare one, but skincare customers are usually good for about $1,000 a year. So imagine if you had 10 skincare customers, that's $10,000 in sales. So, that's why I put you see, the numbers don't lie. And I guess I was just adding up all the money. Because if you've been in Avon in a minute and you've been seeing all the products I'm showing, you know how much those cost. And even if they just bought the smallest one, you're looking at a $65 order. So, um, But again, you create loyal customers, repeat sales, and consistent income. And so this is your homework. How much do you want to earn from skincare? So this is different from the makeup. This is skincare because that's a whole new um, playing field. I had a representative that lived in a retirement community. It was a mobile home park for senior citizens. And they had a little newspaper they published every month. And she knew, and it had all their birthdays in it for that month. So she would call all her neighbors and wish them a happy birthday. And then she would say, now, if you need any skincare, I'm your Avon lady, just let me know. And she wouldn't try to sell them anything, but she just kept planting the seeds. And that lady, she sold, and this was, um, oh, a long time ago. I'm trying to think ago. So a new Ultimate back then a new Ultimate went on sale for 18.99 back then. So you get the prices were lower, but she sold $10,000 and she never left her park. She just stayed in the mobile home park. So um how many loyal skincare customers do you want? And maybe set a challenge for yourself. Maybe get one for each stage, or and then work your way up to three. Like when we talked about the frogs and buckets, if you fine-tuned your skincare bucket, um, and so the buckets went down into pails, right? Who who do you know that would be in the preventative stage? Who do you know that is in the maintenance stage? Who do you know that's in the restoration stage? Who do you know that complains all the time? They're your best customers. Then what one step will you take to get there? So we talked about taking the free trainings when Janine Whitaver has those, and I'm gonna show you something online as soon as I get done with this. And well, I'll show you that one instead of saying it. So all right. So you don't need to know everything. You just need to listen and to guide. So thank you. So all right. So let me minimize. Can I minimize? Oh, I do. If I do this X, there we go. And then if I come over here and I go like that, now I can see everybody. And now I'm having a hot flash again. I'm like, oh, I got a spray here. Wait, okay. All right. I just, whew, these, ah, those hot flashes are vicious, man. All right. So let's see, where did that chat go? I wanted to catch up on the chats. So let's see. You have a friend who wants face cream. Oh, okay. How old is your friend that wants face cream, Kate? Or what stage do you think she's in?
She's probably in the, I would say like restoration because she's about my age. So she's 61, 62.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably about my age. So
Okay.
I'm thinking the Beyond Glow would be good for her.
Okay. Oh, and you use the clinical scrub twice a week?
I do. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. So we got that. So let me go back over to, I go here. Uh, I hate it when I change things and I don't remember where I went. Okay. So, no, that's not the view I wanted. Who knows how to drive this thing? I'm trying to get back over to avon.com because I wanted to go over to the tools to show you about if you wanted to learn more about skincare. Okay, so I can't see you guys, but you guys can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so over here, manage business and then beauty resource center. Now, when I first went on this, I thought they only had one, but I realized it was just one that's featured because it's brand new. But if you go over here to skincare, it opens up the album. And this is where I was geeking out, being tempted to print them all. And I'm like, no, no, it's online. I don't have to waste paper. So you could use the, if you do like to read and paper and not read online, these would be great things to read to educate yourself, kind of like a textbook. The only thing is like, you know, I would have team members that would print everything and then Avon would discontinue something or invent something. So now the book wasn't current anymore. So that's why downloading the PDFs might be a little better. So this is the cream I was talking about, the sunscreen. That's good for everybody. I like this white one. It's a lotion. So, but I just love these. I think what I'm gonna do is, um, let's see, I'm taking orders for campaign 2, right? So when I deliver campaign 2, if I went over in the brochure and went over to skincare, what's on sale? Oh, look, the vitamin C is $10 with any purchases pages 48 to 57. So that's going to be in, no, wait, if I'm delivering campaign, no, I'm collecting orders for 2. So when I'm collecting orders for 2, when I'm delivering 2, I'm giving them books for 3. There we go. My brain's working now. So when I'm delivering my campaign 2 orders that I'm currently collecting orders for, I will give them the campaign 3 book. And this has, information in it. And I looked and they don't have the snapshot for it yet, right? So I can't print that up on the back of the invoices. Otherwise I would have. But other things are the Clinical Eye Lift Pro, that's on special, or the Clinical Retinol. And let's see. Yeah, so let's see. Are those two? We're looking for the clinical retinol and the, what was the one? What was the other one? Oh, the clinical eye boost cream stuff. All right. Maybe it's back over here. Because I was trying to think if I put on the back of the invoice a product that is on sale or a special, then, oh, there it is. Look. So here's a very um, informed, more information about this product, right? So in the book, all it says is fine lines and wrinkles are appear reduced, eye texture is visibly reduced, firmer, caffeine, right? There's not a whole lot of information in there, but this breaks it down more, and then it suggests recommended products. So you could look ahead. You're like, okay, so when I'm delivering my campaign 2 orders and I'm giving them campaign 3, what is in campaign 3 that I want them to buy? Skincare, right? So now you go find that and you put that on the back of their invoices. So when they look at their campaign 2 invoice, they look at a product that's going to be in here. You see how that builds the sale? So then they have, and we talked about the lipstick being a good opener. So if your customers aren't quite ready for skincare, you can open, this one will be a great one to print up on the back of the invoices, is the mascara, all the different kinds. And I know we said we were going to do a deeper dive on the makeups tonight. So I think these are just great resources to educate yourself, to educate your customers, and to grow residual sales. And they have them for every category. You got your personal care. So that was the one I printed up. And then next week, we're going to be talking about fragrance. So, I mean, Valentine's coming up. So maybe you'd want to, if you had a PDF, you could take some screenshots or whatever and text them to your customers. So, okay. So, that's one way to learn about your skincare. The other way is to come over here and click on all of this stuff. So let's say your customers, teenage kids are dealing with blemishes. You can come over here and find products to help them with their blemishes. Oh, look at this little thing. Like they're $60, $37.49. So the red light does stuff. I'm not patient enough to sit. I might. So what does it say? In 3 minutes, skin looks brighter and vitalized. How to use. Apply skincare products to face. Hold device against skin to automatically switch on. Glide device on skin surface for 3 minutes. Use on face and neck and décolletage. Okay, I'm not going to demonstrate that online. Pro tip, use with vitamin C. The vitamin C glow. Um, okay. Yeah. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. See, skincare is like squirrel. So, and then you can turn this over, this little disco ball. So if you're having some tension, you can use this to help massage the tension away. And then in the morning, sometimes you could be a little bloated, especially if you were out drinking the night before, or maybe you have some sinuses going on. But it's not going to work because I don't have skin cream on. But you go like this, you bring it up to your ear, right? And then once it's there, then you can bring it down to drain the lymph nodes, and it helps to reduce the puffiness. So it's a cute little tool. It's a great add-on sale for your skincare junkies. I mean, at $37.49 is usually $60. So the ones online are a lot more. So yes, your education is the snapshots and reading about the products and going to the trainings. Okay. All right. And let me make this smaller so I can see you guys, because otherwise I feel like I'm talking to myself, which is no fun. So when we talked about oh, get this, there we go. And close this and close that, and close this, and then come over here to I want to go to the digital brochure. That's where I want to go. All right. All right. Since there's only a few of you left here on the call, did any of you have any makeup questions specifically, or should I just like flip through? I'm sure we all know what blush is, and this kind of looks funny.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you guys think about this blush going up into the eyes?
Mm,
I don't know. It looks kind of funny to me. But I've been noticing that young girls are starting to put pink under their eyes, and I'm like,
mm,
but the blush compact in of itself is really pretty, and I haven't tried it yet. Um, so we have the different kinds of lipsticks and the try it on tools. I really like the try it on tool and encourage you guys to encourage your customers to use it. I do it all the time with my customers. I'll be on my phone and I just bring up my website and I go to the digital brochure and I have them stand in front of their kitchen window and I help them pick out their foundation using a digital try it on tool. And the lipsticks have different formulas. Most of the time, women only care about the color, but sometimes they want, does it stay? Does it transfer? Um, is it satin? Is it creamy? Is it high shine? Is it matte? So there's different characteristics, and maybe the younger people are caring more about the ingredients than us Gen Xers, but the information is there if you need it. And then let's go over here to table of contents and hop over to makeup so we don't get distracted. So I don't get distracted. All right. So we have the liquid eyeshadow. And has anybody used these? I try. They're okay. I guess to each their own, but I mean they're a nice quality product, but I prefer my eyeshadow palettes. So I need a new brown palette. So so what's different between this one's $20 and this one's 17. I remember when these were $5, man. Boy, how times changed. Um this one, the Love one has a lot more pigment in it, so it's going to show up on your darker skin tones better. But these are really pretty. And So when it says multi, that means that it has shimmer as well as matte. So these four on top are all matte. There's no shimmer in there. Okay. And then we have this eyebrow thing, $7. And we had it and it went away and they brought it back and people get excited about the spoolie thing. And I like my glimmer sticks. I mean, how many of you
Mhm.
have glimmer stick junkies? I mean, they just buy those things like
Mhm.
crazy.
Mhm.
Let's see. Then we have this eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner pen. These are the ones that are good for making that cat eye. It's like a wet felt tip marker. So if people are asking for liquid eyeliner, that's about as close as we have. Well, we have that one. And then this one's a little bit like a liquid eyeliner. Black is black. We only have the one color. Um, I'm not very good at using liquid eyeliner down here, but well, I'm not good at liquid eyeliner. But this, if you want the Hollywood glam look, you know how they used to do the black eyeliner up here, this Kathy Cat
Mhm.
one really gives that look nicely. Glimmer sticks. Now we do have a couple of different brands. So we have the brow definers, we got the eyeliners, and the cream is your regular soft one. It glides gently across the eye like a crayon. It's self-sharpening. You don't need to sharpen it. The diamond ones have little pieces of glitter in them. I wouldn't recommend them for wearers. You could tell them, they can decide for themselves. Um, but they do have little glitter pieces in it. The waterproofs are my favorite. Those are the ones I use all the time. And oh my goodness, you want to see what I have to do, guys?
Mhm.
When I am trying to read the colors on those eyeliners, I, one, have to take off my computer glasses, get on my reading glasses, and get my mother's magnifying glass from the 1970s. I cannot read those colors to save my life. Would it be so hard to make it bigger? Please. Anyways, I bring that up at every meeting. I carry the torch for larger fonts. So because they don't put the color like my Sharpies have the colors on the tips. Why can't we do that? If you're not going to make it so I can
Mhm.
read it. Anyways, I'm still
Mhm.
working on it. All right. So if your customers buy multiple liners, like let's say they buy black eyeliners and brown brow pencils, do them a favor. You suffer at home. You figure out which is which and put a little rubber band around them and say, okay, these two are your black eyeliners and these two are your brown brow pencils. They'll love that you took the extra time to make a little step for them. All right, so then we have all the different mascaras, and I showed you the snapshot. So use that to help your customers decide what kind of mascara they want. My favorite is a love-hate is the FMG Cashmere mascara. This one, it gives me long velvet lashes, but I just can't stand the wand. Why is it bubbly? I don't know. Anyway, but it has collagen in it and biotin. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm feeding my lashes. So that way, hopefully I still have them when I'm 80. So that's my favorite one. I might have to start using this one, the eyelash primer. I'm thinking about getting this and using it on my eyebrows because menopause is making my eyebrows thin. Me.
Mhm.
Um, I use the high sculpting gel for the brows all the time. This waterproof mascara, if your customers are going on vacation, this is the mascara they need. This is not coming off. They can drown in the ocean. Their lashes will still be looking good. This stuff is amazing. You have to sell them the waterproof eye makeup remover though, because it's not coming off. I take that on every single Avon trip. Where is my husband's going off. It's coming up dinner time. My mother-in-law is coming over for dinner. All right, so more lipsticks. Again, know what your customers want. Cream, satin, high shine, matte. I mean, you know that who sings that song? Baby, what you want? I can't sing. Baby, I got what you anyway. Aretha Franklin. I know. And then we have this blush because some customers like the blush, the powdered blush, some like a cream
Mhm.
blush. And this one doubles as a liquid blush as well as a lip stain. So this one you have to move quick. You have to put it on and work with it. So, all right. And then we have foundation and concealer. And these are more like a highlighter is what I would call these. They're such a soft glow. And if I was 25, well, I didn't have perfect skin at 25. I think the last time I had perfect skin, I must have been about 3 years old. But if I had pretty skin, this is what I would be using. If I was a youngin, that's what I would use. Such a pretty color. Now we have all kinds of different primers. We have eyeshadow primer. If you have young ladies that are going to a quinceanera, then they need eyeshadow primer to go with that Love FMG eyeshadow quad. If you put this on, the eyeshadow's not going to crease. You can sweat. It could be humid. Your eyeshadow's going to stay put. I mean, of course, if you rub your eye, that's, there's no hope for that. But so we have eyeshadow primer. We have under the eye. No, oh, that was the eyeshadow primer. Sorry, my bad. So this is the eyeshadow primer for 20 bucks. It holds your eyeshadow in place. And it also has, didn't I see? Oh, it has peptides in it, collagen, and hyaluronic acid. So Avon is working really hard on making all of our skincare, I mean, all of our makeup have skincare benefits. So we're not thrashing our skin by wearing the makeup, because we don't have Noxzema anymore to wash it all off or Bonnie Bell 1006. How did we ever support or Sea Breeze? I'm surprised I have skin left after Sea Breeze. Or oh no, no, here's one. A pre-apricot facial scrub. That was like sandpaper. I am surprised I still have skin. This is the primer I use all the time. It's really easy to use. Um, after I finished all my face cream, and after I finish all my face cream, I brush my teeth. It has a timer for 2 minutes, and it's important because during that 2 minutes, my face cream is drying down, but then my skin is still moist enough that when I put this primer on, I'm not doing this. I do the pump and I put it on, but it works very well. Now, this is not foundation. This is, let's say it's Saturday morning. I don't want to do a full face. I don't want to put a bunch of makeup on, but I want to look a little better than I do than, just rolling out of the bed. This is like a very sheer, I wouldn't even call it tint. It just really gives you a really good, healthy glow, but it covers up all the roughness. It's a really nice product. I like it for my light days. That's the one I like to use. All right, then we have finishing powders. And I even have this medium deep, and if you use it right, you can use it as a bronzer. Now, I showed you the primer that I like to use, the pump. So now we have three primers. We have eyeshadow primer, under eye primer, and then we have the pump primer. But wait, there's more. We have this primer. This one is like Attila the Hun primer. I mean, you put this on, you can't do this with it. You put this on, you put it on your fingers, and you gotta put it where you want it. And it is like Fort Knox holding on to your makeup. So this would be for the ones who love doing that full face, or they're, a wedding or a birthday party, they're going out dancing, and they want to make sure their makeup stays put. This is the one. And then this one is a face protector primer. It's kind of old school. Back in the day, it had SPF 20 in it. and I would have my boys use it. But this one, okay, so this primer is specifically for mattifying the skin. So I liked it, back in the day, before the other one came out, because it kept my skin from being so shiny. I'm not as oily now, and it helped to minimize the pores. But now that I'm using the Beyond Glow Niacinamide serum, I don't have to minimize my pores. Yay. All right. So lots of different primers. These are color correctors, and I just know that the green one is for redness. But let's see. So brightens dullness. So I guess you're like, oh, I wonder if that would work under my eyes. Um, and sherbet helps I look at uneven evenness. So I don't use these a lot. So I just know the green one does redness, but I don't get red pimples anymore. So I don't use them. This one is serum tint foundation. This is just for spot coverage. Let's say someone has like a scar or a freckle or something, right? And they just want to cover that one little thing. It's for that. All right. And then this is the all-in-one. This is a radiant tinted moisturizer. So this is the tinted foundation, but look at all the good stuff in there. It has passion fruit, chia, sunflower seed oil, vitamin E, vitamin B5. I mean, that's good stuff. So if you want somebody who wants a quick, easy, I don't want to bother with all that stuff, just give me something simple, this is it. And then we have the brushes, the setting spray I like a lot. Let me make sure that's the setting spray. Is that the setting? Nope, nope, nope. This is the setting spray. And that's very important if they're going on vacation to someplace that's humid. And then this one is for your makeup brush washer, so don't confuse them. But this is the eye makeup remover you need to take off that Love waterproof mascara. Okay. And I think this is getting repackaged. So is it available anymore? Oh, it's in stock, final sale. So if your customers love this product, stock up on it now because they're either discontinuing it, making it better, or they're just going to formulate it. So, all right. I do have to wrap up because my mother-in-law is coming and I got to start dinner. Too much fun talking Avon, shame on me. But so I did not make a skincare consultation form because I really think that the online tools are better than, because before we used to ask about, are you oily, dry, blah, 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 blah. So um, I think the online tools are much better. So I'm sorry I didn't put the dollar amount for the skincare, but then we would have been here all day. But just know that skincare is the quickest way to get you to the 40%, get loyal customers. And I know the 10-star ambassador don't have that many perks anymore, except for bragging rights, but it does come with the perk of making money because if you make it to President's Club 10-star ambassador, that means that you're selling about 400 a campaign, which means you're at the 40% commission range. So there's that part. So use lipstick to break the ice and then work your way into skincare. And then next week we will go and talk about fragrance, which is going to be great because Mother's Day is Valentine's Day and Mother's Day are your best fragrance things. So, anyways, like I said, I gotta go, but if you have any questions, call, text, email me. And oh, tomorrow, don't forget, it's a very busy day tomorrow with Avon. It's the kickoff. They should be giving us all the details of convention and all that stuff. And I don't know if there's an incentive, but let's just make money this year. And and then after that is the ACE Awards. And then on Friday night, we're doing the Dazzling Diamond Awards. So, yeah. And then, yeah, I think that's okay. That'll be enough partying. So, but I'll be around if you guys need me. Call, text, email me, and yeah, and hopefully I'll see you in the chats tomorrow. All right. Oh, I was going to send out an email that we blow up the chat with diamonds, so I'll know who's there or not. Okay. All righty.
All right.
I will be
Thank you
snow
very
partying
much.
this weekend. All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for taking your time. All right. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.
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 Bye.